Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I am going to show you how to stitch this designer button loop inserted Godet tunic. Hope you will like it. For this, I am taking these two cotton fabrics. This printed red color fabric is 1 meter and black fabric is 2 meters. And I have taken 1 dozen fabric buttons. These buttons I have got prepared from a tailoring shop. So let's start with the measurement details. How to cut this tunic I am showing you on this paper. I will show you how to cut the front side pattern of this tunic on the paper. First, mark the length of the tunic, that is 48 inches plus 1 inch seaming allowance equals to 49 inches. Then mark the half of shoulder, that is 7 inches. Armhole depth 7 inches. Bust is full round of bust, adding 2 inches of ease allowance and divided it into by 4 and 1 inch extra for stitching margin. Then mark a point on 14 inches down and mark the waist measurements, that is full round of waist, adding 2 inches of ease allowance and divided it into by 4 and 1 inch extra for the stitching margin. Then mark a point on 22 inches down and mark the hip measurements, that is full round of hip, adding 2 inches of ease allowance and divided it into by 4 and 1 inch extra for stitching margin. Since it's an A-line tunic, so no need to take the hip measurements. It's just for reference. Join the points till the waist. Neck width 3 inches and neck depth for front 3 inches. And make a box. Half inch for the shoulder drop. Now mark a point on 5 inches as shown. And then mark a point on 14 inches down and make a box. This will be the center U-shape pattern for bodies, where I have to attach buttons and loops. Curve the neck. And give the armhole curve. And also curve the center pattern as shown. Then mark a point on 15 inches down, 15 or 16 inches down, and again mark a point on 18 inches down. Then join both the points like so. Then for the bottom flares, I have added 5 to 8 inches to the 1/4 of hip measurements. And mark the measurements and join the points as shown. Mark the length of the tunic like so. And curve the bottom flares. Then cut the paper pattern for front side. I have marked the back pattern measurements onto folded fabric. Measurements are as same as I have marked for front pattern. For back pattern, just taken the neck depth as 1.5 inches and cut the back pattern piece. I have pinned the skirt pattern and body's center U-shaped pattern onto 2 layers of fabrics and give ½ inch margin on inner side and ½ inch on the waist side to the skirt, and for center pattern give ½ inch margin on all side and cut these. Now I am showing the cutting of godet or triangular panel. Fold the fabric like so, then measure the length for the godet. Mine is 31 inches and take length as 31 inches. Then mark a point on ½ inch like so. And for godet flare, I'll take as 6 inches and join both the points and curve each little bit, then cut the pattern for godet. Pin the side bodies pattern onto the folded fabrics and cut with leaving ½ inch seaming allowance as shown. I have cut all my pattern pieces, body pieces, back pattern piece, skirt piece, godet piece and bias binding strips to conceal the raw edges, and also cut 2 strips for attaching the buttons and loops that are 2 inches in width and 13 inches in length, and I have also stick an interfacing onto the strips. And I have also cut a strip of 3 inches in width and 13 inches in length for attaching in between the buttons and loops. Now mark the 1 inches points for attaching the loops. I'll show you how to do it on machine. Conceal the raw edges of body's center pattern with bias strip as shown. Take the 3 inches width of strip and stitch it in between the button and loops pieces as shown. And open the neckline till 7 to 8 inches and then stitch. Then hand sew the buttons Now pin both the pieces and make a stitch line. Now pin the godet to the side panels and stitch. After then, pin the bodies to the skirt and make a stitch line. Join the shoulders and conceal the raw edges of neckline with bias strip. Now just stitch the tunic in a regular way. Next I'll show you the final look of the tunic. This is the finished dress. Hope you liked it. Please like, comment and share my work. And also subscribe to my channel for more such upcomings. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.